Now, in a key diplomatic exchange, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio engaged in an important call with the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, focusing on the tense situation surrounding Taiwan. This happened a few months ago, but Rubio reiterated America's commitment to bolstering its relationship in the region and supporting Taiwan against China's aggressive posturing. Meanwhile, Wang cautioned Rubio about Taiwan's status, insisting that it must not be separated from China as concerns now grow over potential Chinese military actions towards Taiwan. Rubio emphasising the need for a strong US response to deter any form of aggression. We're joined by Tim Harcourt from UTS and also the host of the Airport Economist channel. And it is worth mentioning, of course, very special time here at Ticker, launching Airport Economist Taiwan series, which I know you launched at New South Wales Parliament last week.
No, that's right. We actually went to Taiwan to film the series to look at the semiconductor industry, AI, a lot of the healthcare innovation going on in Taiwan. Very interesting, and it's very interesting that Marco Rubio, who I've got to say he's been a pretty standout performer in the Trump administration, with all the chaos of leaked WhatsApp messages and Signal messages, Rubio's come out pretty strong for Taiwan. He's come out pretty strong for Israel and performed pretty on a pretty high standard so far. With respect to Taiwan, basically said, well, we're going to support a liberal democracy in the region that's economically very important to the world. Taiwan has applied to be a member of the CPTPP, the International Trade Pact. They would make a very good member of the WHO because we've seen the Taiwanese actions on SARS and also recently with COVID-19 were first class. So Taiwan is a very successful liberal democracy, with great innovation that's a very important economy to the world as well as to Australia and the United States.
Obviously, the world, particularly the West, very concerned about China recently encircling Taiwan with 41 military aircraft and warships as well. These filed pictures that you're seeing here. It is a scary prospect of war in the region, particularly for Australia. And over the weekend, we've seen the US president talking about Japan's role in Taiwan as well. Taiwan needs all the friends it can get in the region, right?
Well, that's right. And even, when you think about Taiwan, one thing that the Deputy Foreign Minister Francois Wu was reiterating to me was that Taiwan has influences, not only Asian influences from Japan and so on, but it's also got influences from Portugal and Spain and France and the Dutch as well as its traditional Chinese influence and indeed indigenous Taiwanese influence. All the indigenous people of Hawaii and New Zealand and Tahiti around the region originally come from Taiwan. So Taiwan is a very sophisticated, diverse country, and it has a lot of friends in the region. And indeed, when you think about Taiwan, it's been very, very successful. It's one of the great economic success stories of recent economic history, a bit like South Korea and Japan since World War II.
Obviously, the PLA has some pretty strong intentions and milestones. They talk about 2027. From your experience being in Taiwan, 2027 is only 2 years away, obviously. How much does the China threat loom large, or does it?
I think it's obviously on people's minds at the government level. I think for the average Taiwanese, they are so good at doing business and being entrepreneurial and innovative. They sort of get on with life as well as being, very much part of their spirited liberal democracy that we saw in their elections. And also, the important thing is that Taiwan is, very internationalist. So they're reaching out to the world in all sorts of ways, whether it be education or trade or tourism or cultural. So Taiwan's very much a global citizen. And a good global citizen, it's a member of the WTO and a good member. It's a member of APEC, and it's generally a very, very reliable trading partner. In fact, one of Australia's top 10 trading partners, the only one we don't have a free trade agreement with. So Taiwan clearly a very successful economy.
Wonderful. And of course, you can catch the program here on Ticker and on the Airport Economist channel on Ticker. Is that right?
That's right. You can watch it right now. We've launched Taiwan, and you can watch the whole episode or the individual interviews that are very fascinating with some of the guests we had on. So really happy to have the Taiwan episode of The Airport Economist up and running on Ticker.
Yep, and check out the website as well. Head to the tickernews.co website and look out for Airport Economist. As you mentioned, all those interviews are there. And a shout out to our wonderful producer, Georgie, who's been behind the scenes working on all that too. Jim Harcourt, talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Really appreciate it.